Hi everyone, welcome back to another episode of Ian is a Weirdo. Today I have my buddy Kat here. He still doesn't have a name, so if you have any name suggestions, please feel free. I don't know, I keep on thinking like Thaddeus or something stupid like that. Not that Thaddeus is a stupid name inherently, just saying. Just for him, it would be just, he needs a name that's just like ridiculous. So I'm going to be working on my mausoleum and hope to make some progress. I can't sleep, so what better way to use my time than to do art? I'm just listening to some music. I'm getting rid of any excess pencil marks because I don't want to, I forgot what I was saying, so it doesn't matter. Okay, so I'm gonna use the same brush that I've been using and just get to work, I guess. So I want to do like a really sheer gray here to give like a little bit of background. And then I'm going to go in with a black and do some detailed work. I kind of like doing like monotone with like a pop of color. And that's kind of what this is. Just really we're working with all gray tones and it just looks cool. So I'm just taking this gray color and working all around that like archway. And I'm gonna let that really dry. I really want that to be super dry so that when I go in and do that detailing, it is crisp. I don't want any bleeding from water or anything like that. I wasn't thinking about doing like autumn leaves, but now I'm like, it would look really good. And like contrast, the orange and reds would complement the green really nicely. So first I want to go in and work the little insets of the little arches on the side. Now I want them to be kind of dark, but I don't want them to be as dark as the surrounding. Okay, so I put a little color in there, and then I'm going to take some water, and I'm just going to blend that out. And this is why it's important to let it dry kind of between like different layers of it's important to let it dry in between, because then you don't get bleeding in between different places where you want really crisp lines. And as we go further back in perspective, we want it to get darker and darker so it looks like it's receding. But still want to be able to distinguish it from the arches they're under. Okay, so I think that looks really good. You can't really see like the colors. There you go. See, that helps. Now I'm gonna work on this cloaked figure that I have. So I'm gonna do a light gray wash on him. So I'm gonna make some white with some I just want to make the fabric really flowy. I'm going with a slightly darker gray. Little less water. And just gently go up and down, kind of blending. It's kind of like the lightest piece that I want on here. Is this another Weezer cover? Because I don't know if I can deal with that. I love Weezer, but yes, it is. I mean, it's not bad, so we'll just leave it for now. There was one that I was like, this is bad. A good way to get excess water off your brush to create more pigment is to have a paper towel nearby and then just dab off any excess water. Okay, and I want to give him some lines here. So I'm taking some gray and some black. This might not be interesting. I don't know, guys. I'm just doing my best here. And getting a lot of that water out. I'm just kind of gently making lines that would be in the cloth. Okay, then I'm gonna take some more water and I'm gonna kind of make the area above his knees receded a little bit so that it looks like it's darker. This black has a different tone than the gray, so I gotta make sure I like reconcile that. Okay, and then I'm gonna take some pure black. Dry off any excess. I got rid of all my pigment. Kinda can see what it is, kinda can't. Not the easiest figure to draw. Okay, so I'm gonna do the little panels on the side. I think that's really what this is needing. I want them to be dark and I want them to have a lot of moss on them. Okay, I'm adding some water to the mix. not as dark, but I kind of like it. Okay, just adding water. Currently listening to the Come Together album version from the Justice League movie, and I have a lot of mixed feelings about it. Most of my feelings are bad. But that's okay. And I want to draw a little bit of like a distinctive line between this. I don't know if, like, proportionally, directionally, you know, I don't know if this is the look, but it's what we're going with. Other side doesn't look as good, but that's okay. We're gonna cover it in moss. When you got a problem, cover it in moss. Okay, so next I'm gonna work on the doorway. So this I want to be pretty dark, and oops, I touched it and like lightened it up a little bit. Oops. Oops. Okay, and adding some water to the door. Okay, and then just gonna go out again with some black. Okay, so again, we're going to go with our fix-it solution, which is taking some greens. Oh my god, the green looks so good. I'm obsessed. And then I'm also going to go this is when shaky hands actually come in handy because you can just dot around wherever your hand wants. And it looks good because it's sporadic. Take advantage of your disabilities, right? A little bit more water in this. Okay, I'm just not feeling this particular. I feel like what I need is like some metal, which I haven't listened to metal in a very long time, which is unfortunate. Heavy metal radio. That sounds cool. So I need to blend some lines out that I kind of didn't see earlier. So, okay, so stir, that's fine. Okay, there we go. Okay, I feel like the way I drew it, it looks like it's like tilted out a little bit. Do I hate it? No. Am I great at perspective? Also no. See, look, it looks like maybe this like wall's collapsing or something, where it's like angled. It's not great, but it's whatever. Okay, so while a lot of these blacks and grays are drying, I'm gonna finish adding my green. So, did the greens. Now I'm going to do the fall leaf colors. And so I need to get some more colors out for that. So I have some like ochre and some yellow from when I made Pikachu. My itty bitty palette. It's the tiniest palette in the world, but I don't know where any of my palettes are. I'm just using my sister's. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to use crimson. Oh, I thought this one was called Fleshlight. And then I'm going to use vermilion. Okay, so this is where I'm going to take a bigger brush and I'm going to sweep it all over the area with some more. Okay, so now that I have that down, I'm going to take my two colors that I pulled. Okay, so we're going to get a little bit of some of this ochre. And start making a base. Okay, so now that I have some of that color on, I'm going to switch over to my orange. And be a little bit more strategic about where it places color. But don't make it even, you know, put some heavy spots of like vermilion. like less than some other piles. Like it's just like it should be very organic feeling. Okay, so now we're going to go in with the darkest color, which is crimson, and that we're going to use pretty sparingly. I forgot this spot right here next to the steps. This is turning out so cool. I'm so excited about this. So the steps, I have to wait for the leaves to dry because they are gonna be a wash. But I think it's turned out pretty cool, all things considered. And I think the leaves kind of hid the weird proportions of the that full side that we see. I think it looks pretty cool. I'm pretty happy with it. I don't know about the statue, but what are you gonna do? But yeah, let me go in with my black and start doing the detailing for the archway. don't know if that's exactly what I was going for, but it's what's happening. Yeah, I don't really know if I like it. Maybe if I like blend some black into like the, I don't know, figure something out. We always do. Okay, I'm gonna go in with this black. Okay, that looks better. So, I just put some kind of like fine lines in there. I decided not to do a wash for the steps because I didn't feel like it needed it. I just was like, I'll just put some steps in there, whatever. Steps aren't the main focus, so whatever. So I think I'm done. I might use a pen to draw the outline, but I don't think it needs it. Is it perfect? No. This spire is larger than the other spire, which doesn't make sense perspectively. The end is clearly going in too much, so it doesn't have, it should be the same angle as the front bar, so that's kind of a miss on my part, but maybe it doesn't have enough green on it. Let me add some more green. Sorry, I love the green. I don't want to overdo it. Just because it looks like white and unfinished, which is not what I want. Put some of that lighter green just to give it some more dimension. Okay, that maybe a little bit too bright. Yeah, maybe a little bit too bright. Let me gray it out a little bit. Okay, so I think this is the finished piece. It's got a little green in the front now. It's a little too bright for my taste, but that's okay. Someone will like it. So because where I drew it and how I thought I would have statues in front of the mausoleum, I didn't put, I left a lot of space here, and now I'm like regretting it. So I think I'm gonna crop it so that it's a square again, that just focuses around the mausoleum. I don't think I need this much negative space. So I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.